First,
Recording in
record
progress.
and timer. Okay, hi folks. Thanks for streaming. Today, Stacey L. Pierson returned here and will release her new book, Dark Descendants, on May 1st, 2024, Wednesday, from Anuci Press. So, I'd like her to promote this new book in this 7-minute interview. So, first of all, can you quickly recap your previous book, Vale? Released in July 13th, 2022. Like anime is これまでの話 for the starters, like, looks interesting. Got a grab from the previous.
Well, Vale is a Bayou murder mystery, and it follows an outcast who has disappeared. And someone knows the truth, and they send letters to her friends, or now her so-called friends. And all of a sudden, someone knows something, but you have a dark horse. You have twisted secrets, and there is a huge twist at the end that reveals something that I'm not going to say, but it definitely is wild.
I see. So it's a combination of mystery and horror.
Yes, it
I
has horror
see.
elements. It does have that, but it was more of just the young adult part that I really wanted. And so I kind of downplayed a little bit, but of course there is the elements in there that I have to have those.
I see. Okay, thank you very much. So folks, please grab a copy of that. Okay, so in our email exchange, you said that Louisiana history inspired you to write this story. Can you briefly explain it?
Definitely. Well, one thing that I never really learned when we took Louisiana history back in my day when we were in school was about the islands of Louisiana. There are 427 islands in Louisiana. Now, I'm not talking like as big as Hawaii or anything. They're even as small as, the shape of my hand. And so what happened was that while I was researching, I had the idea of like, well, this would be pretty cool if I could have anything like adult Lord of the Flies. And then I learned
Lord of the Flies.
we had and still have an island that was actually inhabited where they had a hotel at one point back in the 90s. And it's no longer inhabitable. I mean, I'm sure the snakes have taken over and the animals have taken over, but it definitely was like, well, what if I had just one whole town on an island? And then I decided, well, what if I just make it 25 miles north, south, east, west? And then I learned that the actual hotel was on a 25-mile stretch, north, south, east, west island. So I was just like, this is too perfect not to do. So I just made my own horror right there on the island.
I see. Sounds promising. Thank you very much. And how about you also mentioned about the sibling bond. How did it affect this Dark Descendants?
Well, I don't have a sibling, so I've always tried to make sure that my characters have some sort of sibling relationship, whether they actually do have a sibling or if they have really close friends. But for Tree and Finkel, I wanted them to have that love-hate because no spoilers at all, but Tree does leave and flee the island 18 years earlier. And so when she comes back, her brother still lives on the island. And then they just get back to the cat and mouse, I don't like you, but I love you at the same time. But they will definitely still go tooth to nail, but they fight like cats and dogs.
I see. So we can expect the decent character conflicts that we all love to read it. I see. And,
yes.
And how about your upcoming story?
Oh, well, the one for October?
Yes.
Oh, that's Static. That is my twist on the ghost trope, and that is where my ghost Jessie is being haunted by the living who is living in her house, Tatum. And that was too perfect that light did that, because my light goes crazy when I talk about this. But I can't help it. It's aesthetics. But I really wanted this story to be where Jessie's good friends are. She doesn't have a sibling. Or does she? I really can't get too much into it, but her best friends are mostly her siblings right now. And I got 90s vibe and I have 2024 vibe, and I just mesh them together.
I see. So does it involve the paranormal activities?
Yes, I do have a lot of paranormal. I mean, it's like haunted house, ghost story. I also have dream readers, which, if anybody remembers, the dream interpret books.
Uh-huh.
Just took that whole thing and just made it into a long, red-headed dream reader woman. And I just love her. Like, I love her.
I see. Okay, thank you very much. And how about let's say if the Vale was PG-13 or lower, does new one go to rated R, or vice versa? If the Vale was rated R, this Dark Descendants is PG-13, or which one?
Oh gosh, I would definitely say PG-13 for Vale. I really make sure I did never cross a line when I write YA. I don't cross lines. I have my lines. I don't cross them. But I do have it where adults can enjoy it. But I will definitely say, do I think that Dark Descendants is rated R? Yes, because there's language in there, and I do have my horror, but I do have language in there for rated R. And Static, I will say, is PG-13 possibly, almost, but it has a lot. But I will tell you that the next three are definitely rated R, completely.
So it's gonna be a little bit spicy for those teenage readers, probably.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to go too spicy with them. Like with Vale opens up with, the implied, what's going to happen. And I enjoy that. And I love to push those boundaries. But other than that, I mean, I just go for it everywhere else.
I see. Thank you. So finally, any message to those who are considering buying and reading your new volume, Dark Descendants?
Oh, with Dark Descendants, I just want you to realize and see in there that a little bit of Louisiana is in this book. I want to make sure that when there's the French inside of it, it's actually Cajun French. And I want you to have that fun part about it where you're definitely walking into a completely, utterly different world than you would ever think. And I know we all say that, but this is Louisiana. We are not normal. We're Cajun. And I mean, we just take it to the limit. And I want you guys to have fun with this book and just enjoy and take it to the limit with Tree until you get to the end, and then message me and let me know what you think.
I see. All right. That sounds promising. Okay, thank you very much, Stacey. Her new book is called Dark Descendants, out in May 1st, 2024, Wednesday, from Anuci Press. And folks, we hope you grab a copy of her work and dive into her story and characters, and her account is at SUPERSTACEY318. Truly appreciate your participation in this segment, Stacey. So wish you great success, and we'll keep in touch. Thank you.
All right, thanks.